I want a love that forgets to color inside the lines, the kind that wears pajamas to dinner and sings Disney songs in the shower. I want to wake up beside you, tangled in blankets and half dreams, and laugh at how ridiculous your hair looks in the morning. Let's whisper to houseplants and give them names like Gerald and Queen Leaf. Let's eat cereal for dinner and toast to absolutely nothing. I don't want to love like everyone else. I want our kind of love. The silly, stumbling, beautiful kind that feels like an inside joke with the universe. I want to know what makes you laugh uncontrollably and memorize every weird sound you make when you're thinking hard. Let's build pillow forts and pretend the floor is lava. Let's take turns inventing useless holidays just to celebrate being alive with each other. There's nothing normal about the way I love you, and I wouldn't want it any other way. So let's be weird, let's be absurd, let's be two people who know that perfect isn't real, but joy absolutely is. I choose you, and you're weird and you're wonderful every single time. Let's take pictures where we make ridiculous faces, ones we'd never post but always keep. Let's write poems in chalk on the sidewalk and name constellations after each other. Let's forget how to be serious for a little while and learn how to be happy instead. I want to hear about your wildest dreams, the ones that make no sense to anyone else. Tell me about the time you thought the moon followed you home, or how you believed clouds were made of marshmallows. I'll listen like it's gospel. Let's stay up late, talking about nothing and everything, until the sun reminds us we forgot to sleep. Let's collect spoons from diners we never mean to go to, and start a scrapbook of all our almosts and why nots. I want to love you in the way people write fantasy novels about, in the way that makes the real world seem a little more magical. You and me, we're not meant to be subtle. We're fireworks in a rainstorm, weirdos holding hands through the chaos. And in this strange, beautiful, loud love, we belong. Let's never apologize for that. Let's take road trips to nowhere with a playlist of songs we can scream at the top of our lungs. Let's wear costumes to the grocery store just because we feel like it. I want to be the one you look at when no one else gets the joke. I want our love to be a puzzle missing a few pieces, but it still makes perfect sense to us. Let's invent a handshake no one else understands. Let's talk in accents we can't keep straight and laugh until we cry. I want a love where we read each other random facts about space, or bees, or weird sea creatures, just to hear the surprise in each other's voices. Let's carve pumpkins in April and eat pancakes at midnight. Let's be the kind of people who get caught dancing in the rain, or lying in the grass naming shapes in the clouds. The world can be hard, cold, and ordinary, but not with you. With you, every moment is strange and golden and brimming with joy. Let's make a home out of our madness. Let's be weird together, forever and always. Let's argue about who gets to press the elevator button or who makes the best grilled cheese. Let's race to the car in parking lots and shout dibs on the front seat like kids. I want to tease you about your movie preferences, even if secretly I love them too. Let's play board games and cheat a little, only to accuse each other dramatically and laugh for hours. I want the kind of love that never grows up all the way, just enough to pay the bills, but never enough to stop being ridiculous. Let's prank each other gently, write notes in lunch bags, and leave post-its on the mirror that say things like, "You're weird, I like it. I want to kiss you with peanut butter on your lips and not mind." Let's have serious conversations in silly voices and cook spaghetti like it's a science experiment. Let's be confused together and find our way back hand in hand. The world tells us to settle down, to calm down, but I don't want calm, I want this. I want you just like this. Let's be chaos in love, wrapped in warmth. Let's forget anniversaries and celebrate Tuesdays instead. Let's write letters we never send and keep them in a box labeled maybe someday. Let's blow bubbles at midnight and put googly eyes on the ketchup bottle. I want to walk down the street with you and not care who stares when we're skipping instead of walking. Let's learn something weird together, like juggling or yodeling or how to make balloon animals. I want our love to be a series of experiments, constant curiosity, and no fear of failure. Let's get lost on purpose and laugh when we end up somewhere new. Let's make up new words and act like they're part of every language. I want our routines to be as unpredictable as our jokes, as strange and sincere as our affection. Love doesn't have to be solemn to be serious. Love can be loud and funny and spontaneous and still be deep, still be real, and with you, it is. So let's forget what we're supposed to do and just do what makes our hearts beat louder. Let's be each other's home in the weirdest, most wonderful way. Let's start fake arguments about whether cats or dogs would make better CEOs. Let's assign personalities to inanimate objects and genuinely worry if we leave one behind. I want to send you memes at 2 a.m. just to hear you laugh in the dark. Let's eat dessert before dinner and pretend that makes us rebels. Let's be the kind of couple that gives each other ridiculous nicknames and uses them with a straight face in public. I want to make blanket statements like, "You're the weirdest person I've ever met," and mean it as the highest compliment. Let's mix all the holiday traditions together until our celebrations are a beautiful, confusing mess of joy. Let's raise imaginary pets and argue about their behavior. I want to hold your hand while we do the dumbest things and feel like I'm touching something sacred. Let's confuse people with how happy we are. Let's be a legend. Not because we're perfect, but because we're unapologetically us. Strange, soft, laughing, real. Let's keep the weirdness alive like a spark no one else understands. Let's make love look like it's having the time of its life.